Although we've been to Korea twice before, we've somehow never managed to make it to Jeju until now. This island is Korea's largest, and many call it the Hawaii of Korea. But is it? We came here for that answer, but also to search for famous citrus fruits. Stunning cherry blossoms.
Cherry blossom, cherry blossom, cherry blossom, cherry blossom.
And beautiful nature. What snuck up on us was Jeju's delightfully silly side. We're not sure we've had so much fun anywhere else.
Yes!
Join us as we circle the entire island of Jeju in 6 days, doing as many things as we can.
Oh God. Whoa.
And it's a lot. Buckle up. This is a fun road trip adventure.
That is really fun.
That was the best meal I think I've had on Jeju so far.
Oh my gosh. When we made these plans months ago, we crossed our fingers and hoped we'd be here for the tail end of cherry blossom season. But I gotta tell you, we nailed it. They bloom late this year, and this, I don't know how it's gonna get better than this in Korea. You should probably just stop watching now. I'm just kidding, we're gonna do some amazing things, but this is a spectacular start. We are gonna be circling the island, looking for more flowers in bloom, but holy crap, I just don't think it can get better than where we're starting from. This is just one of the prettiest displays of flowers I've ever seen anywhere. It's absolutely spectacular. It's so pretty that Bill couldn't even stick around to finish the intro and is already filming it.
There's so much to film.
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited that they're blooming. This is so amazing. Oh, we're gonna walk to another section of Jeju City that also looks like it has some flowers blooming. But first, we've got to take a closer look at these cherry blossoms. We are just outside of the Jeju City Sports Complex, kind of overlooking a dry riverbed, and I just can't even handle how beautiful this is. Cherry blossom's got a cherry blossom. It will find its way. Is growing on the tree.
They don't really smell.
Still is ridiculous. Now we're on the other side of the trees that we started at, and it just looks like a gentle pink flowery snow caught up in the trees. We are so lucky to be here during this time. I can't even believe it. Through here, the cherry blossoms are so thick you can't see through the other side. Can I just stay here all day? Is that okay? They have stairs that you can walk down and be among the blossoms. It was like a cherry blossom road that we were headed to, but this was on the way. I can't imagine how it would be better than this. This is, I don't even have the words. I just have.
Around earlier, we saw a bunch of tents. Looks like some kind of festival, so we're gonna go see what that's about.
Tents usually mean good things. We've made it to the tents that we saw, and it does indeed look like it's some kind of festival, maybe related to the cherry blossoms. And this will be our first festival in Korea. We're hoping for some food because it's around lunchtime, and as usual, someone is hungry.
I'm always hungry. It always seems like I never get enough to eat. We walk a lot on these trips. Let's get some food. Let's go.
I think choosing something is going to be our biggest problem. Well, we have chosen our first thing that we're going to try eating mainly because we saw actual fire involved, and that usually also means something delicious. So Bill's standing in line for, it looks like maybe chicken. It smells delicious.
And so we can't resist when there's an open flame cooking meat. So I think what we got here is some grilled chicken. Looks really good. It's perfectly cooked. We put a little teriyaki sauce on it. Heather's scared of the spicy sauce, so we didn't do that. It is delicious. You will love this. Oh.
All right, this one looks like it has a long line, so we're gonna get in it. See what we end up with. We think that this pork might be like a sample, which is probably why it has the longest line that we've seen so far.
Free food.
So we have our free pork samples.
I'm just getting organized to eat and enjoy my pork.
Pretty tasty.
That's really good. We've heard that the pork on Jeju is special. Black pork, I think it's called.
We're definitely going to be trying that while we're here, but we don't think this is black pork yet. So stay tuned later on for that. This is sort of a teaser, I guess, of what we're going to experience later in Jeju. Can't believe that we just had a free little sampler of pork. I think that's maybe how you know that you're at like a festival, is there's free samples that are being given out. That seems to be like a worldwide universal, I feel like. We decided we better have something that's not meat. So we found this amazing looking strawberry stand that has a sauce on it that's chocolate and maybe some crushed crispy coconuts and something that looks like peanut butter that is not peanut butter. So let's find out what that is. Sorry, dog, you can't have this. So many cute dogs here. What is that? That is not peanut butter. It is, I'm pretty sure that's a pistachio sauce. Pistachio and chocolate and something crispy on top that might be like a crispy fried coconut. We love strawberries and this is delicious. I would buy this pistachio sauce at home for sure if we found this in the store. It's so good. I always joke that Bill might not get any of this, and I usually share.
I talked her into letting me have some.
Just kidding.
It's just really good.
Well, the shop owners just came over and gave us something to try, so I'm going to try it. Here, hold the camera, Bill. I don't know what these are. It looks like mochi with strawberries in the middle and some bean paste and some grapes with some bean paste and some mochi. I'm going to take the strawberry one. Oh, that is so different.
What did you win?
I think it's mochi on the outside, and then it has a cool bean paste in the center, and then inside of that was a bit of strawberry that also was chilled. It was so good. Like, that would be perfect on a really warm day. I kind of wish it was a little bit warmer because I am not. It was really good though. I'm gonna save the grape one for Bill so he can have one too. I can't believe she came over and she gave that to us. How nice is that? And there's so many cute dogs going by and they're all wearing clothes and I can't handle it. Why are they all wearing clothes? I don't know.
Because they're cold, just like you are.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. And then I shared with Bill because I'm nice too sometimes.
Oh, it's mochi on the outside.
Yeah, you're gonna love this. You're gonna like it.
I love pretty much anything with mochi on it, and this is no exception.
Bill has basically licked the strawberry container clean. Look at this.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about. I see why this is called Cherry Blossom Road.
We are at Jeju City's most famous Cherry Blossom Road, and we can easily see why. The graceful arches of cherry blossoms sort of go over the street. Tons of people are here. The vibe is completely different than where we started the day over by the sports complex. This is more like a party atmosphere with the music in the background and tons and tons and tons of people. But it's a beautiful road, and it's closed to cars right now, which is a good thing because there are so many people here. They're really pretty, but the tulips are not real. Cherry blossoms are, though.
Another day to spend doing nothing, just wait until the night. And if you find
so cool. We are so lucky to be here while these are blooming and everybody's out, and to be here experiencing the festival. We couldn't have planned this better if we had actually tried. It's unbelievable. So cool.
Heather was telling me there's about 4 perfect days a year for the cherry blossoms, at least here in Jeju, maybe elsewhere.
They get blown down so fast, they're done blooming so quickly. The peak period is so short. So lucky we are, so lucky. The street actually continues, but is not closed off to pedestrians. Tons more cherry blossoms. Well, remember earlier when I said it was awfully hard to pull ourselves away from that first cherry blossom area? It doesn't get any easier to leave them when you find them again. That was so pretty, so much fun. But we want to check out a historical section of Jeju City because we leave this area of Jeju Island tomorrow. It's important for us to go see the historical area before we leave. Things I love about Korea is that you never know what you're going to find, and if you're a foreigner, you never really know why it's there. I don't know. He's pretty cute, but I don't know why he's here. Well, that was really cool. I've forgotten how much I like the colors that are in Korean architecture. That was really neat.
You know what we need now?
More food, probably, which is actually what we had planned for today.
It is actually.
We did not realize that we were going to run into a bunch of street food at that festival earlier, and we had planned on visiting a traditional market that's not that far from here. So since Bill is constantly hungry, we're going to go anyhow and see if we can manage to fill him with some more food.
Yes.
Let's go see what we can find. Well, we've again found the longest line, gotten in it without really knowing what's going on. It seems fun and there's more fire. Kinda hard to do with one hand. The suspense is building. This is what we waited in line for. Oh, it's so cute. How am I going to eat the legs?
I don't know.
We asked what was most popular, and they said the crab fried rice, so that's what we went with. And it looks like a crab head with fried rice in it. Hopefully there's some crab in it. There was fire involved. We're suckers. Oh. That is really good fried rice. Oh, wow. It's super peppery. I was not expecting that. Like really peppery. It is so good. I'm not sure how we're going to eat the legs, whether we can do that on the go here, but I'm definitely eating all this fried rice. It even has a light, subtle crab flavor. So the general flavor is like peppery crab. Super, super, super peppery and light crab. It's really good. I'm glad we got this. Couldn't figure out how to do this with chopsticks. Sorry. Is it possible? Tell me all the ways I'm doing it wrong.
We might need to wipe down our cameras tomorrow.
we destroyed that crab. That was really good and might be the freshest crab we have ever had. It was delicious. This is the Dongmun market. This is a market that has a lot of fish and has tons of food stalls, and I think there's also some like clothes and stuff for sale, but we haven't even found that part yet. This market is so much bigger than either of us expected. There's more market down there. There's market down here. There's market down there where we came from. Market everywhere. And it is so much fun.
And the best part is the fish market is only just a few steps away, and everything there is very fresh, sometimes very alive even. And you can have it served up here. Very fresh.
So many orange stalls. We are gonna wait to have some oranges until we find some somewhere else in Jeju other than the market. Like, we're hoping to come across a stand when we're out driving tomorrow or the next day. So we're gonna wait until then, but we did get snacks.
Yes.
Seems like we have emerged out the other side. We only had the crab fried rice, so I think we're gonna go find something to eat. Tomorrow we're getting our car out of a very strange mechanical elevator, leaving Jeju City and heading out to see the rest of Jeju Island. My driver is pretty excited.
Why am I always the driver? You know how to drive.
We'll pick you up tomorrow. More adventures, lots to come. Hopefully it found our car.
It's doing things. Hopefully it's bringing us a car.
I admit it's taking longer than I expected. Here it comes. Oh, it's facing the other way. Ta-da!
Hey.
So cool. Some random road. Oh my God, it's just crazy. It's so pretty. Welcome back to day 2 of our road trip around Jeju. We realized yesterday that we are so lucky to be here during cherry blossom season. Driving down a tunnel of cherry blossoms. No big deal. And so lucky, in fact, that we have revised our itinerary. We had planned on driving along the north coast to our first destination, but instead we're heading inland to check out some more cherry blossoms that we've read about, before heading on to 2 special museums and then ending the day at probably one of the things I've looked most forward to on this trip. We're going to tell you all about it as we take you along with us today. I think today is going to be a pretty great day, and he's being quiet because he's driving and he's focusing. There's more tents. Well, our first stop is actually an extension of the Cherry Blossom Festival that we were at yesterday. So we have gone inland a bit, and we've actually gone up a little bit in altitude.
And so the cherry blossoms here actually look like they're just starting to bloom. They're just not quite fully open yet. They're still very pretty. And there's tons of them. It's great.
We're on the early side for this particular location, which is a bit of a bummer, but it's still really pretty. I know we're here for the cherry blossoms, but there's something else blooming up there, like prolifically blooming. Hundreds of blooms on whatever this is up here. Oh, we can get closer to them. Maybe we can figure out what they are. I don't know what these are, but they're beautiful. Wow, are they pretty. They're even better up close. They're not roses. I have no idea what these are. Gosh, they're gorgeous. Wow. They don't really smell like much, but they're so pretty. Wow. They're sort of stealing the show for me, honestly, at the Cherry Blossom Festival, because the cherry blossoms aren't totally out yet, but these are, and wow. Sorry, cherry blossoms, at least up here, these totally steal the show for me. Bill's still enamored with the cherry blossoms while I'm up here enamored with these.
I think it's
They're
fuchsia.
not fuchsia, that's not it.
All right. Heather's the gardener, I'm not.
We actually talked a little bit in our last video about how my dad passed away recently, and we're sort of on this healing journey on these couple of trips. And he was
a huge gardener. Lots of native flowers planted in his backyard, and he would have loved coming across all of these sort of out in the wild, as it were, on Jeju. It's pretty cool. Alright, since the cherry blossoms in this area are not quite blooming, and instead we're heading to a very unusual museum that is going to probably remind us of a home, and we're pretty excited about.
It's more of a theme park than a museum, we think.
I thought it was a museum.
I guess we'll find out.
After further discussion, we believe it might be a garden. Who planned this day?
Uncharacteristically, I've planned most of this section of the trip. So all of Jeju, if this is a bad route or we go to the wrong things, it's all my fault.
If it's an utter dumpster fire, this is the difference between me planning and Bill. No, I'm sure it's gonna be great. This is gonna be great. Now we know it is indeed a garden. We are at the Snoopy Garden. Why is there a Snoopy Garden on Jeju Island in Korea? We know why we like Snoopy. It's very popular in Korea as well. So we had to come check out the Snoopy Museum. I mean the Snoopy Garden.
Snoopy Garden.
We had a super quick lunch on the way in. We probably paid a bit too much for it, but it's fun Snoopy themed, so.
We had some good conversation over lunch. And we already know that Snoopy likes pancakes.
He's a bigger dog than I expected him to be. I want a second opinion.
What's the problem? This is not advisable when trying to film.
What's wrong?
Not even trying to film while doing this.
This is the Beagle Scout camp area, which is quite adventurous. And now that we've gotten to the garden section, it's quite lovely, even on this chilly day.
Little doghouse cabins have a Charlie Brown sweater on them.
I do love a good theme. It's a great pumpkin Charlie Brown. Has made it here, complete with foggers. Very atmospheric. Look at these guys.
Did I look crabby enough?
You did a fine job. You're natural.
Thanks. We mentioned that we have a special connection to the Peanuts gang, and that connection is that Charles M. Schulz is actually from where we're from. He grew up about 10 minutes from where we live now and 10 minutes from where we grew up. And the Peanuts gang is sort of meaningful, I guess you could say, to the people of Minnesota and the Twin Cities. So to come all the way to Jeju and find an entire garden and indoor museum type thing dedicated to him and his works it's
a lot of fun.
Kind of nuts.
It seems a long way from home, but the Koreans absolutely loved the work.
So do we. Where are we? Oh gosh, we wandered out of the park. Oh no, the kite-eating tree. Oh, we've stumbled upon an outdoor version of the kite-eating tree.
And more cherry blossoms.
And more cherry blossoms. Oh, the garden is really nice. I love all the little Snoopy statues and everything. It's pretty cool. Keep going! Yeah! You're safe! Yes! In classic Tales from Our Pocket fashion, we are running late today. We're headed to the east coast of Jeju now.
And what's at the east coast that we're gonna go do?
This is the part of the trip to Jeju Island that I had input into, and so I'm super excited about the other things that we're still doing today. Despite the fact that we're running a little bit late because Snoopy is so cute. It took so much longer here than we expected. The gardens were huge.
The gardens were huge. There was all kinds of themed gardens and Snoopy's just
everywhere,
popping up everywhere, which is tons of fun. How long were we here? Probably 3 hours?
Oh gosh, we were here a long time.
Yeah, including lunch.
And now there's 4 tour buses here. We're leaving at the right time.
Yes.
We're at our next stop, which is the Jeju Haenyeo Museum. You could say that there is a book that's maybe more than 50% of the reason why we are visiting Jeju. It's called The Island of Sea Women, and I'm going to link it down below. And we are here at this museum to learn more about this matriarchal society where the women supply the money for their family through free diving for seafood without any equipment whatsoever. They are strong, they are tough, they're pretty badass, and we're here to learn more about them. We know museums are not the sexiest thing to be filming on YouTube, but to be here in a museum that talks so much about a culture that I've read about, to be able to connect to it here in person, exactly where the book took place, and see the things that the women wore and the things that they touched. Being able to bridge the gap between things that you read about and real life is one of the reasons that we travel. And that makes this museum particularly memorable for me personally. The Haenyeo Museum is divided into 3 sections. In one section, we learned what it was like for the women to dive. We saw the equipment they used and saw some of their clothing. In another section, we learned what their home life was like and saw examples from their homes in the 1960s and 70s. Perhaps the most impactful part of the visit was the 3rd section, where we heard directly from the divers what it was like to be Haenyeo. We stayed for a long time listening to their incredible stories. Well, I obviously thought that was super cool, fantastic. I can't come up with the right word. I loved learning more about their lives. Bill has not read the book that I read. So what did you think about it?
It was a ton of fun learning about this completely different culture that's not only different within Korea, but different really in the rest of the world, that the matriarchal society and all that. These are hard women that lead a hard life. It's hard work. It's really impressive.
They're badass. I still think they're badass. That was fascinating.
Yeah.
Love that the culture still exists today, although there aren't as many girls taking it up, so it might not be here much longer. So if you come to Jeju, make sure that you learn more about the Haenyeo so you can appreciate them while they're still here.
And we get to check off one more UNESCO World Heritage thing.
Yeah, I guess it's not really a site, but it's a thing. It's a thing. We're counting it.
Intangible cultural asset. Or
Yes,
some
that was
such
good.
thing.
Good memory. That was it. All right, we have worked up an appetite, and so I think we're going to find something special for dinner, and we might just take you along with us. Something we really enjoyed when we were in Korea last time was having a bit of barbecue, and we are really excited to be having this again. And we hear that the pork in Jeju is a little bit extra special, so I guess we're about to find out. We're each going to give a piece a try. We're not going to leave ourselves in suspense here. I'm going to do just a little bit of salt and pepper or whatever this is. I don't know.
Looks like salt. That's really good. A little of that salt goes a long way.
That's honestly better than I remember. It's delicious.
Melt in your mouth. Juicy. Delicious.
Tastes like sesame and spice. Definitely some spice. Put a little bit of everything in my little bundle of pork joy. Maybe a little bit of sauce. We don't really know what we're doing. We try to watch other people do what they do. And it looked like they bundled up their lettuce things like a gift. And they ate it in more than one bite. Maybe that's wrong, but that's what I saw. So I'm not gonna feel pressured to eat this in one bite because I'm afraid to do that on camera. 2 bites. All right, I got this. Damn, that's delicious. With all of the sides in my little lettuce bundle. Something is spicy. It's okay, I've got this. Trying to do better with spice.
So about the banchan or the side dishes, I don't normally like much more than kimchi, and it is exceptionally good, but everything I've tried so far is exceptionally good. Like, I normally don't like them. I love the side dishes.
And something is spicy.
And something is really spicy, which I love, and Heather is warming up because of the spice.
I sure am.
She's not warming up to it.
Everything here is really good. It's delicious.
Everything's really good.
What day is it?
This is our 3rd day. You were correct.
Welcome back, friends. It is day 3, and we have made our way to the Jeju Folk Village. If you've been watching our videos for a while, you know that we cannot resist the lure of a folk village. We love how things are preserved and learning more about the history of the places that we go to. And finding one here on Jeju is unexpected.
Yeah, it's just a great way to experience the culture in a very condensed way, and in just a couple hours, you get a nice taste of it.
So that is our plan for this morning. We have some food things in the store today. We have another lovely area that we're going to be going to. It's a little bit chilly, but it's sunny. It helps take the edge off the chill because it really is chilly. If you think that we're tired of wearing our puffer jackets, you're right.
You're probably tired of looking at them.
Sorry, that's all we got. All right, let's go explore this folk village. There was a sign on the way in that described this as the Jejuest place in all of Jeju. Kind of sets high expectations, don't you think?
조금씩 자리 잡은 널 느낄 때면 괜히 잠을 설치고 괜한 이유로 내게 연락해 매번 같은 실수를 반복해 이런 마음이 쑥지 않아 끝없이 생각.
There's a little piggy here. Feeling the tiniest bit guilty about my dinner last night. Hi, piggy. Hi. He's so cute. I'm sorry we ate your cousin. The folk village sort of has a prescribed route that you take, and our first stop is a mountain village, and there were, and maybe still are, hundreds of these villages as you approach Mount Hala, which I don't think we have time to climb this time, but Bill is certainly tempted. Phil's now going to tell you about his favorite things about the mountain village.
Well, there's two things really. The thatching on the roofs is really unique. I've seen thatching on many roofs in many parts of the world, even in Korea and some of the other folk villages we've been to, but I guess I don't fully understand it yet. Why are there these ropes across? Is it super windy here?
It is super windy here.
Well, and is that what the rope is there for, to prevent the thatch from lifting off?
It's almost like you're an engineer.
Guilty as charged. Anyway, I find that really interesting, and we also learned how they gather water, because water is really scarce in Jeju because of the porous rock and soil from the volcanoes.
It's hard to collect the water.
Yeah.
So pretty cool. Also, I just wanted to note that everything so far is really well signed in English, which we definitely appreciate.
Yeah.
My map says that this is supposed to be a buckwheat field. I don't think it's buckwheat, but it's these beautiful yellow flowers that I think are canola. No buckwheat to be found. Guess we better head back to the beginning where we came in, where there's a buckwheat center that happens to have a restaurant. And as usual, we're hungry. It's a theme. It's just a whole thing. Not that we're complaining about the beautiful yellow flowers, because they are gorgeous. I'd rather look at them than buckwheat anyhow.
It's the Buckwheat Cultural Center.
Do I mix it up? Do I cut the noodles first? I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. It looks so good.
We ordered a buckwheat noodle dish and also some buckwheat mandu, which are some kind of dumpling, and we're both gonna sort of dig in here. They look amazing. I'm not really sure how to eat mine though. I'm not sure whether I should mix it up first. Like most things in Korea, I feel like you're supposed to mix it, and there's scissors. So I'm just gonna go for it. I'm sure you'll tell me if I'm wrong. I'm sure I'm wrong. This is not gonna go well for me. Oh God, these are the flat kind of chopsticks I can't hold. Why can't I hold these? I have good chopstick skills. They're really good. They're sort of like a thin soba noodle, but also completely different than a soba noodle. They're really good.
So these are massive. I'm sure I'm not going to get one in a single bite. So here I'm going to try the mandu. Looks like a handmade dumpling. I've been given some kind of sauce here, which I assume is something like soy. I'm probably wrong. Correct me in the comments. All right, here we go. Mandu. There's meat and vegetable fillings, some onion in there probably. It's really tasty. These are going to be really filling dumplings too.
That was a pretty tasty lunch. It was like lunch number 1 because we are planning to eat again in a few hours, so we ate a little bit light. We did learn a bit about buckwheat while we were there, and we possibly even had some buckwheat tea. We learned that over 70% of all of Korea's buckwheat production comes right here from Jeju. So it's a pretty important crop for the island.
Yeah.
When we came here earlier, we followed the prescribed route and we entered and we turned right. Since we just ate our early lunch, we are going to come back in, and this time we're going to go left, just in case you're confused and trying to follow along. Another really important agricultural product on the island of Jeju is their oranges and their mandarins. We keep seeing these products everywhere. We've sampled them a few times.
The juice is really good. If you come here, try the juice.
We are planning to learn more about it in a day or two, but in the meantime, Jeju Folk Village does have sort of a mini grove of something.
Orange trees.
Those aren't mandarins, are they? Because they're huge. See, they're the size of my fist.
I don't know if I can tell the difference.
I thought they were smaller. I guess we really got to find somewhere to learn more about mandarins and Jeju. We don't even know whether these are mandarins. Follow us for more tips. I've spotted something curious. And it's not Bill, it's over there. Let's go see what those are. Come on, Bill. Hurry up.
I'm finishing. Not helpful. Not helpful.
This is the face of a very helpful wife.
Still not helpful. Not helpful.
There's a field of something over here, and I don't know what it is. What are these? Is it a grass? Are these real? Are they fake? I think they're fake. Oh, what a disappointment. There's a whole field of fake
Light up stuff.
light up flowers, but they're really pretty from afar. Again, follow us for the tips. Look, aren't the fake flowers pretty, you guys? They've got some kind of light show, and I bet that these are super cool lit up at night. We're not coming back for that. So we'll just enjoy them during the day.
I love how the thatched roofs smell.
They have a smell?
Oh yeah, like a straw, earthy kind of smell. The village behind me here is where apparently a bunch of K-dramas are filmed, or Korean dramas, if you're not from Korea. It's kind of amazing. The buildings are all just really neat and old. It's perfect, I guess, for film.
We admittedly have not watched a lot of K-dramas. We have watched a few episodes of Mr. Sunshine, which is available on one of our streaming services, and we really liked it. If you have one that you really love, that you recommend, especially if you know it was filmed here, can you drop it into the comments so that we can add it to our watch list? Because we love watching shows that take place in other places, just like we like reading about places that we can travel to.
That would be a lot of fun.
Thank you. I feel like it's so Korean to pose with a prop in a beautiful place like this, but I might need to take some lessons at posing. I can't lie, this field is gorgeous. Seeing it up close and being among the flowers is so cool. There's a field like this not far from our hotel. We just haven't had a chance to stop at it yet. Now I'm not sure we need to. This is so pretty. If we don't film the lanterns, are we even YouTubers? Well, I'm not sure it gets better than being able to write a wish and hang it with everybody else's. So I think we're done here. Time to move on to the next thing. we are on to our next activity today, which is a short walk. We are actually taking part of the Olle trail system, which is a series, like a huge series of trails here on Jeju that are set up to be about the journey, not the destination. They sort of meander and encourage you to rest, and honestly, walking keeps us warm.
We also learned that the Olle system is modeled after the Camino de Santiago in Spain as a way to promote, I guess, people being active and walking around and seeing what the area is about at a slower pace.
This section looks really nice. It's along the coastline.
Really get to see the rugged terrain leading out to the water. People call Jeju the Hawaii of Korea, and I hadn't really felt that until we got to see some of this scenery. The weather certainly doesn't reflect it, at least not in the spring when we're here.
Feel like we have talked about how chilly it is, and it is. We're from Minnesota. We are not wimps, but it's like 42 degrees Fahrenheit out. That's this in Celsius, and it's windy and it's dry, so it's sort of this perfect storm of chilliness that gets you like to your core, and we don't quite have the right clothes for that.
We were planning on a bit warmer weather, looking at the weather forecast and history.
Before we had left.
It was very warm here a week ago, and it's very warm next week.
Right after we leave.
But
it's a cold spell while we're here, so that's why we keep mentioning it. It's the middle of March, so you kind of have to expect the weather to be changeable like this. It's just our tiny bit of bad luck that it's cool, but it's not raining and it's not snowing, so it's still good weather.
And we still had extremely good luck with the cherry blossoms, which is really why we're here at this time of year.
It really is just our fault for not having the right clothing with us. That's a long way of saying that. It's our fault. We are pretty sure that is one of the Haenyeo changing spaces. It's not allowed to go down in this area. This is used locally for fishing. And we see like the little net things, the bobbers that mark where somebody's diving underneath them. So I'm pretty sure that's one of the changing places. That's so cool.
Every older Korean lady that goes by, Heather wonders, is she Haenyeo? Maybe she's Haenyeo. Maybe she's taking her catch back to the restaurants around here.
The truth hurts. So true. Looks like there's a little mini lighthouse here that we can go up, and I know somebody who loves lighthouses. Bill is so excited right now. Boy, these are a lot more craggy when you get close to them. It really does look like the lava fields in Hawaii, especially on the Big Island. Just like that. Just, wow. We've been like constantly looking for the Haenyeo baskets indicating that they're diving. We're always looking offshore. Is that a diver? Is that a diver? It's a rock. It's a fisherman. It's a bird. I don't know, they can be like just out of sight on the other side of the craggy lava stuff. Or it could be the little spots that I see off in the distance. It would be so cool to see them doing their thing. Don't want to bother them, but it would be super cool to see them. Still looking. Oh my God. Are you okay? Are you okay?
I'm fine, thanks. Sometimes the world is just not made for 6 foot tall men. 185 centimeters. That's me.
Come on, Bill, pull yourself away from the lighthouse.
Really?
Well, we're not just doing this section of walk for no reason. We're hoping that a Haenyeo restaurant is still open, where they serve the things that have been gathered by the Haenyeo. And yesterday we went to the museum, and this could be the perfect follow-up to that. So fingers crossed they're still open.
I think this is great.
Are you my lunch? They're still open. We decided to try this sea urchin bibimbap because we've never had sea urchin before, and we've not had bibimbap yet in Korea. And we're splitting it because this is lunch number 2 for us.
So this is a case of we're not entirely sure what we ordered. We think this is a seaweed soup. Not sure what else is in it. It smells very fresh. It's got a nice saltiness to it. I'm not sure it's ever been dried out, which I assume is how it's normally done. And then there's little bits of meat here.
Maybe that's a sea urchin.
That might be the sea urchin. It's really, actually really tasty. You'll like it. That's really good.
Well, we definitely didn't get what we expected. And we certainly got something that was unusual. You know, it's commonly thought that the Haenyeo only get seafood, but actually they get a lot of greens and seaweeds as well. They harvest it. The younger divers start out with that, and I think even the older ones help gather the seaweed as well. So it's kind of fun that that's what we ended up with, and I think we had bits of sea urchin in there as well.
It's a something. We're not entirely sure.
I mean, if we got what we ordered, we're not positive. That was a fun experience. Recommended if you're in this area looking for a Haenyeo experience.
And they were so kind. They gave some, what I think is probably frozen orange juice from Jeju.
Oh, I'm excited to have that as a snack on the way back or later on.
Yeah, what a fun treat.
Okay, so we think we figured it out. Based on what Bill paid and where I put it on the menu, the item above what I pointed to was sea urchin seaweed soup. So I think that's what we had. It was warm, so we're not complaining, but it's pretty funny. I'm glad we got to try the seaweed. We still need to try some bibimbap and manage to eat without hair being in my face. Looks like there's a pier near here that we can go out on, so I think we'll peer out to it and see what we can find. That joke only works if you speak English.
Yep.
Look at the color of this water. Oh my gosh, it's so aqua. Did you see the color of the water, Bill?
It's starting to look a little more like Hawaii now. Turquoise, blue, iridescent. It's beautiful.
This is a lovely stop. This is really nice. I can see why people would walk along here. I think we're actually gonna turn around about now. Sound about right?
Yeah, sure.
So that means we're gonna head on to our next thing because we are not done yet today. We're probably done eating, but we're not done sightseeing yet. We have another thing coming up. We'll pick you up there. We are at the Jeju Herb Gardens. With so many things in bloom in spring, this seems like the perfect spot to come. And they're having a promotion where we get a free foot bath with entrance, and we're here late enough in the day that we're gonna be able to see some lights come on in a little while for the evening. Our timing on this couldn't be better. Bill's pretty excited about the foot bath.
No, what are you trying to do to me?
The foot bath was pretty relaxing and also a sales pitch, but since we don't understand Korean, we were immune to the sales pitch and we walked out without buying anything. But our feet feel fantastic. They feel super smooth. They're cool, which is weird.
And I'm all relaxed. That was great.
Yeah, I'm glad that we spent the time doing that. That was really cool. Now we're gonna take a look at the gardens outside.
The best part was it was included in the price of entry. At least for us. They seem to be running some kind of special or stale.
Is it a stale sale?
They seem to be running some kind of special or sale today. So if you come here, your price might be a little bit different. We're not sure.
We're just happy it happened. Even though we're just starting to look around, I suspect there's going to be a lot of great selfie places. Like this one. And this one. And this one. And this one. And definitely this one. And this one. Right at the end of all the snowflowers. This one is more of a video selfie. What'd you find, Bill?
A UK style phone booth. Seems a bit out of place here, but why not?
Why do you like UK phone booths, Bill?
I don't know.
Is it like a lighthouse?
Stop.
Remember earlier how I got all excited about the flower field that wasn't actually a flower field? I was bamboozled by the plastic flowers. These are all real, beautiful red tulips planted en masse. Oh my gosh, it looks like snow. How pretty is this? Oh, yep, that's butt. Really should have done this in the opposite direction. Sorry, people. Yeah, these white flowers make a lot more sense if you walk the proper direction through them. Then you don't have to see the animal butts and the human statue butts. It's too much fun to photograph and film places like this. Oh, I found him. I think he's headed to the chapel. What you doing?
I guess I'm headed to the chapel.
There's a cat. The cat is going to the chapel. Hi, kitty. Oh, you're friendly. Warmed up the cat for you. Yeah. Can you not decide where you want to be?
Just walking.
I know. Which side is better? Well, you are super friendly. Yes, we have been here for a while petting this stupid cat. Kitty, what's your name? Would you like to be interviewed?
No, he's not.
What would you like to say? Here's my mic. All right, we'll leave you alone. The cat has followed us. This video's gone off the rails due to a cat. There's all sorts of nooks and crannies that you can get stuck in here. It's kind of fun to wander around and see what you're going to find. And I'm in a little pine grove. I'm stuck. I'm so glad that the foot bath was free because that really warmed us up. I still am warm from it. It's not wearing off yet. Quite happy with our free foot bath that we resisted buying anything from. Well, we are just about out of batteries, which is a good thing because we have to be up super early tomorrow morning for a hike that we've been saving, and tomorrow's weather looks perfect. See you in the morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
As you can see, it is completely dark outside. We have been staying next to Seongsan Ilchulbong, which maybe I said right. And it is 5:30 in the morning, and we are joining many other people to hike up to the top to try to see the sunrise.
The name of the Ilchulbong actually means sunrise peak or something like that. So it seems to be the thing to do. And here we are.
We have put on all of our clothes to prepare for this. Because it's a little bit chilly because the sun hasn't even come up yet. But we're ready, and crossing our fingers the sun actually rises, because sometimes when you hike up for a sunrise view, there's nothing.
You get nothing.
Hopefully that's not today. Let's hit it.
감사합니다.
Oh, that's very bright. It's looking like there's a lot of clouds off in the distance. My fingers remain crossed, and I'm not awake yet. Well, it's another hike to the summit of something to see a sunrise that more or less peters out.
No, I disagree. So we haven't actually talked because I was busy shooting something. I think it's great because of the nice clouds coming across, the view, and the colors that those set off. Yeah, we didn't see the actual sun. Technically, we didn't see the sunrise, but I thought it was beautiful.
We tried to see the sunrise in Alishan, and it was way more cloudy than this. So I will say this was better than Alishan, but it's not like the picture-perfect sunrise that you want, where you can see the sun coming up over the horizon in the distance, and that's kind of what I was hoping for. It was still nice.
My glass is half full.
Was it worth getting up at 5 a.m., Bill?
I think it was nice.
I loved how people kept coming up. There were an impressive amount of people here with us, and I thought that was a lot of fun. Everybody attempting to see the sunrise together. That was cool.
There might have been 100 people there. We didn't count, but yeah, a lot of people.
That was neat.
Yeah. For Sunrise Peak. Oh, it was neat. Also, you could see out over the crater, because this was once a volcano, and you could see some of the fishing boats out doing their thing.
Now that it's light out, we can sort of see the undulations of the land and the city that we were staying in, and it's a beautiful view back to Jeju. Super pretty. It's kind of curious how there's all these like mini mountains. I guess that's part of the original volcano that formed this area.
There's probably 24 or more that you can see from this point.
Didn't realize there were so many.
It's a pretty clear day. You can probably see 10 miles, 16 kilometers, something like that.
It's very clear.
Yeah.
It's a great view from up here. I would say the view is worth the hundreds of stairs that we climbed. Not 100% positive that the sunrise was worth not having coffee yet.
That's quite a lot of praise from Heather, who really dislikes climbing stairs. I mean, she really dislikes climbing stairs. I think this has been well documented.
And the fact that I did it without any coffee yet, yeah, we're going to go back down. We're going to fix that. You might have noticed that I've picked up a fine new hat. He has eyeballs. This was a gift. We actually bought a new backpack here in
which we
Korea.
can show right here. Yeah.
It is an awesome backpack.
Something we've been looking for a while and just stumbled onto it.
A long time. Like, we have certain features we were looking for, and we found them all here in Korea by a French company that is based out of Annecy, France. So that was very unexpected. Anyhow, we bought this backpack, and the kind shop owner gave me this orange hat, which I was very happy to make use of on this chilly morning because my headband was not enough.
Not only does it have eyeballs, but it has a leaf right here.
It's cute. It's perfect for Jeju. I'm glad that I have it. It kept me warm this morning. And that is the story of my orange hat. It's a lot easier to go downstairs than come up them, isn't it? I will say though, going up the stairs this morning kept us so warm. That's how we should be staying warm. We should just be climbing everything these few very cold days. Going down is easier on the knees though.
This is our lives pretty much.
Our hotel is not too far from here. Super close, actually. Not that we were willing to walk the extra 11 minutes at 5:30 this morning. We definitely drove to the parking lot because parking here is free. We had nothing to lose and 7 minutes of sleep to gain. We were gonna bicycle on Udo yesterday, but we decided it was way too windy and chilly for a bicycling adventure, so that I'll have to wait for a different trip. At the base of Ilchulbong is a cove where every day the Haenyeo will go out and they will catch things. Sort of like a performance, except it's just them doing their daily routine. Unfortunately, it didn't work out with our schedule to be able to go to one of them. Maybe that's okay because I'm kind of conflicted about it, because on the one hand, I love that it helps educate people and inform them about the Haenyeo way of life, and I think that gets a thumbs up for me. But they happen to go out every day at the same time and they catch things as a performance. I don't know, I'm kind of conflicted about it. I feel like it would be so much more special to see them like just sort of naturally around the island, even though we haven't seen them yet. I think that if we do, it'll be amazing because we haven't seen them. So again, I'm kind of torn. Disappointed that we missed it, but like okay because it feels a little bit contrived. I'm still hoping we'll run into them like just natively somewhere on the island. In the meantime, this cove where their performance, exhibition, whatever you would call it, takes place is absolutely beautiful. It's like stunning down here. The cutouts of the mountain, like it's just stupendous, this view. It's just magnificent. I'm bringing out all the big words for how great it is. We've had requests to see the places that we're staying at, and we're really happy with this one, so we thought we would show it to you. It is not far from Ilchulbong, where we hiked this morning. It's just outside of town, it's quiet, it's clean, and it's somewhere we'd recommend. It has everything you need. Obviously a bed and a dresser. What are you doing? A table, which is something that we miss when traveling. A table with chairs is super helpful. And this one is sort of like a little studio because it also has a kitchenette. We have a refrigerator, a cooktop, a kettle, a microwave, and a sink over here, Bill. This way. where you do this in one shot. So follow me to the bathroom. We'll show you that real quick. And then we're saving the best part for last. The best part for last is not the bathroom, which is functional, totally fine. The best part, all right, they don't care about the shower, Bill, come on. The best part is actually the view. And this probably isn't gonna work, but let's do the dramatic drape reveal. You ready?
Oh, that looks very white.
The view is actually of the ocean and Ilchulbong off in the distance. It is beautiful. It's eastward facing. It is a spectacular view. So I'm going to link this down below. So if you want to stay here too, you can hit up our link. All right, we got to get going. Come on, Bill. What are you doing wasting time filming this? Let's go. Let's go. That never gets old. You forgot me, you forgot me. He never forgets me, it's a joke. One of the people at the hotel legit thought that Bill drove away without me when I ran after him. She was concerned. Oh, it's so cute. No, it's okay, it's just a gag.
Did she get it once she saw the camera?
I don't think so. Hey, Bill.
Hey, what?
We just passed a sign for the World Liquor Museum. Why aren't we going there? Who planned this itinerary?
There are so many places you can go in Jeju, and many of them are museums with kind of dubious setups, I guess.
It's not like a traditional museum how we know it, but why are we not going to the World Liquor Museum, Bill?
I don't know, it didn't make the cut.
Well, we are at what technically is our second stop today. Today we are exploring a little bit more about citrus on Jeju, starting with a visit to a tangerine farm, something I think I could safely say we've never done before.
There are a ton of citrus trees in this area. You can see just driving in, and it must be the epicenter of it. Jeju is famous for citrus.
All right, let's go check out a tangerine farm. Hi, 안녕하세요.
This is Bong Bong.
Yes, bonbon.
Bongbong.
As a young girl, it feels were mine.
I'm ready. Let's go pick some oranges, or tangerines actually, I think.
So offshore, playful and
Well, we paid and we were assigned our section. It was $10,000 per person for the time that we're here. It changes throughout the year depending on what's available. I think we're here doing a really good tangerine, so I'm excited. What's really cool is we have like our own little area. Look at this. We've got 2 chairs and a table, and we can sit here and pick tangerines sort of for as long as we want. There's no time limit. And anything that you eat is included in the cost of admission. Anything you want to take with you, you pay to take with you. We're only here for like 2.5 more days, so I'm not sure how many we'll take with us, but we're gonna eat like as many as we can. Probably an embarrassing amount of tangerines are about to be consumed. This is so cool. I feel like we have our own private little picnic. I'm super excited.
Hi. You ready to eat some tangerines and pick some?
Let's do this.
All right. Hand in there.
So your first cut's an inch high. And then the second cut is to make it smooth. Good job.
right.
Should we eat it?
Let's try it.
I can't really remember what a tangerine tastes like, so let's find out what we got ourselves into. All you can eat tangerines. And I can't remember what they taste like.
You're gonna love this.
We have a peel bucket.
It smells really good.
Peel it faster. I missed the bucket.
Yeah, it's okay. I miss the toilet sometimes too.
These are all the things that you're cutting from the audio section that don't need to go in bloopers.
Oh, come on.
All right, you ready to try your first tangerine, Bill?
I've been waiting while you've been getting the camera ready. Yes, I'm ready.
I had to wait forever while you peeled it and cleaned the piss. All right, ready?
Oh, yeah. It's really soft and very, very sweet.
It's sort of like an orange meets a mandarin a little bit. Is that what a tangerine is? It's like an orangeolin.
What are you talking about? Here's another one. No.
It is so juicy. It is super, super juicy. That is really good. I could probably eat a lot of those. It's sort of like having candy. Really good. Bill's just standing behind me eating the whole time. Seems unfair. Mm-hmm. Let me have some. He didn't have one ready. That would have been really good timing if he had. Proves how much we don't plan these things.
This is raw, baby.
Should have brought some napkins.
Yep, didn't think of that. All right. Well, that's a nice one with the little leaf. Don't you think?
Nice. Good job, Farmer Bill.
Yep.
Note that Farmer Bill is wearing short sleeves. We are in sort of a greenhouse structure, and it's quite nice in here.
It is very nice. Yeah, they did specifically warn us about the thorns. And I need to wear this shirt for another week and a half, so I don't want to wreck the shirt in order to get a free orange. Or a tangerine. Tangerine, sorry.
Time to eat some more. This is kind of fun.
Take me back, all the way back to them days.
It's kind of fun, huh?
I'm actually getting full, which I didn't think was possible from just consuming tangerines.
And this is a really nice treat for us. We can't get these at home from Korea. They're just not sold in the stores. And it tastes better because we picked it anyway.
Forgot my basket. Such a newbie. This is a good treat.
Take me back, all the way back to them days. Daydreamer in that Maeil, have me running around in a gown and a crown, barefoot.
This may not look like much, but we're both pretty full. It's surprising how filling tangerines are. Time to put the jackets back on.
Definitely putting the jacket back on.
Well, we only picked like 5 to bring with us because we're only here for a few more days and we're not sure how many we're able to eat. But it was still a fun experience.
We're actually going to check out their cafe. Hard to believe that we might have room in our bellies still to eat anything.
Maybe they have some tangerine themed pastries. That would be awesome. I love how Korea does themes really well.
Yes. And also Heather wants to pet the dog one last time before we go.
I mean, maybe twice more.
Bong bong.
Hi, puppy. You're very sweet. I smell like all the other dogs that I've petted on this trip. Is it time to go? We enjoyed a little visit with the dog at the cafe while we had an exquisite scone. Perfect crumb, perfect dryness. That was really good. Tangerine jam, Bill wants me to tell you about as well. Very important. And much like I had trouble tearing Bill away from the cat in Taiwan, he's having trouble tearing me away from the dog here, who is amazing.
It's a really sweet dog.
Oh, the sweetest.
Yeah. And a great name for the orchard, Bong Bong.
Bong Bong. All right.
Oh, yes, there is an orange behind me. We are at our third stop for the day, the Jeju Citrus Museum. We are hoping to learn a little bit more about the history of citrus here on Jeju now that we have eaten a bunch of the tangerines. So that is why we are here, and there is like an orange or tangerine grove outside. And I'm pretty curious to learn more about citrus tradition here in Jeju. Guess that's where the slice fell out from. Well, for some reason, admission was free to the Citrus Museum today.
It says free admission.
Oh, wow. I have no idea why. Maybe it's a holiday. No idea, but there was a sign up saying it was free admission. So here we are. Yay, yes, we saved a little bit of money.
Jeju really is the Hawaii of Korea.
It was pretty unexpected to walk upstairs and find two Hawaiian-looking shirts in a display about Jeju. Which one do you want, Bill?
That one looks pretty amazing.
We just walked outside. It turns out that there is like this greenhouse area that you can also go to that has lots of citrus trees on display, which is Bill's lucky day, and mine too, I guess.
One of my favorite scents in the entire world is orange blossoms, and there's a couple trees here that are just about open, and it's so sweet smelling. It's amazing.
If we could share the wonderful floral scent with you of these orange blossoms, you would understand why it's Bill's favorite scent in the world. It is fantastic. We love the scent of jasmine, but orange blossoms are like just a bit next level.
Is Google working on Smell Tube yet? Because
these are amazing.
you need to smell this.
Look, they're not even fully blooming yet. They're just, oh God, the
There's a couple flowers here that are in full bloom, but the rest are just on the, like they're going to bloom tomorrow or something. They're right on the edge.
They're on the cusp, and it smells incredible. Wow. Can't believe we just went on for 1:18 about how much we love the smell of orange blossoms. That's how much we love the smell. We honestly were just gonna walk through this area because we just went to a tangerine farm, but it turns out with the orange blossom smells, it's completely different and just as amazing because of the smells. So good.
Never heard of some of these. Yeah, they're not quite open yet, so they don't quite smell yet. At least not on this tree.
What are these little orange guys?
I don't know what these are.
Are they little baby oranges?
What are they? Tiny.
They're hard. They're like the tiniest oranges ever. There's a breeze coming toward me, and it's just like the scent. Capital T, capital S, the scent. About the history of the tangerine here in Jeju. I might be turning into one. How about you, Bill?
I think I ate too many earlier today. Oh, look, there's one growing out of my head.
It's orange ink. Seems appropriate. Come on, be good, be good. Ah, it's good. Nice. Oh, I smell coffee. Am I imagining it? Am I having a stroke?
Nope. I smelled something like that, too.
Also a really good smell. We're really into the smells today. Well, the museum is normally $1,500 to get into. Again, I have no idea why it was free today. I think it was a fun little stop. I appreciate more the history of the tangerine, specifically here on Jeju, and how it rose and was super important to royalty, I guess you could say. And then it fell. due to necessity, and then it has risen back again and is super popular and is now world renowned for so many things, the taste and healing properties and so many things.
I'll admit I was skeptical as to whether we should go to this because we were just at the orchard. This is not to be missed, and I think the best part is honestly the greenhouse where you get to smell all the blossoms.
So you're saying don't miss this because of the smells, not all the important history and stuff, but don't miss it because it smells that good. That's what Bill says.
Take in the history if you like a museum. To us, we enjoyed that, but definitely don't forget, go out in the greenhouse, smell the smells.
And we are in
Soongwipo.
what he said. That's where we are.
Don't know if I'm saying it correctly. Probably not.
We checked into our hotel and we had grand plans of going and seeing a nearby waterfall, but it turns out that when you get up at 5 a.m. to hike to the top of an old volcano, you get hungry at weird times. So we are headed to a nearby market to see if we can find some Korean street food, which I feel like we haven't had enough of. So that's where we're headed now, taking a look at Seongwipo on the way. All right, our first glimpse of the market tells us that this is busy and covered, so it's pretty dark. But busy, all I see are people at the entrance. Oh my gosh.
It looks pretty big too. It's gonna take a while.
Looks like maybe we're entering at the seafood section, if there are sections. Our first victim, and the first thing gave us gloves to eat with. So I don't know, this might be a little bit messy. So now I'm glove hands.
That's impressive.
They had many flavors available. We clearly went with cheese. I don't know how to eat this neatly. All right, I'm gonna scrunch it up into a little ball.
Now we understand why they gave us the gloves.
Yeah. There's some sweet chili sauce that came with it, which I'm diving into. It's warm. That's like almost like a garlic cheese bread, what we know back home at least. I swear I taste a little bit of garlic underneath there. The cheese is obviously super gooey. And the sweet chili, I never would have thought to put that with a cheese bread, but it's delicious. It's so good. You're really gonna like it.
This does look like my kind of thing.
It does. Better get in here. Oh yeah, there it is. All right, try it, Bill.
I think Heather's description is right on. It was a lot like garlic cheese bread that we would have at home, but with a chili twist. And it's just got a little bit of citrus flavor. It's delicious. I never would have thought of putting these things together, but it's really good.
And now that we've had sweet chili sauce with our cheese bread, I'm not sure we can eat it any other way.
This is going to be good. That sounds
Don't spill it. No pressure. Nobody's watching.
This is really tricky to do while standing, I have to say.
Oh dear God, that looks spicy. Oh, Nelly. Oh. Oh my God. Oh, my stomach turned inside out.
I don't honestly know how the locals do this. They stand and eat. So this is a black pork pancake. And she said to mix all the onions and the sauce together. Very yummy. It's black pork, very thinly sliced. And then on either side, it's basically scrambled egg. Awesome. You're gonna love this, actually.
How spicy is it?
So the spice, it's really strong, but it hits you hard and then it goes away. Except for my tongue is still tingling.
That does not sound like hits you hard and goes away.
That is so good.
I'm just gonna do a light dredge through the spice because I'm not Bill. Okay, wait, no, here's a little piece of onion. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, a little piece of onion with a little bit of spice that hopefully doesn't kill me, Bill. Boy, that's really unexpected to have the egg around the outside of the pork like that. Oh God, why did it take so long to hit me? Oh my God.
For me, it hit really hard and fast. Do you need some water?
No.
You require medical attention.
No, it's not that bad. It took a minute to hit me. I'll just have another piece that is naked to clear it up. That is really different. I've never had anything like this. That is really fun. Except for the spice, which nearly killed me.
Spice is the spice of life. It's not variety, it's just spice.
Well, that's deep. Well, the next thing that we're eating was supposed to be mine, and it probably still will be, but she's already warned us it's a little bit spicy, so we'll see how this goes. They smell amazing. They're peanut on the outside, peanut dumplings, and I don't know what's on the inside, except that they're a little bit spicy. They smell like really, really good. Oh. They look a little hot. Maybe also spicy, but definitely hot. Bill has water on standby, and I'm not sure if that's because these are hot or because we were told they were a little spicy. And for me, a little spicy might mean a lot spicy in Korea. So, burnt tongue, burnt throat. Let's find out. Oh. That is a little spicy. That's delicious. They sort of look like peanuts. Oh my God, the spice still comes. They sort of look like peanuts in how they look, which is really fun. I think there's peanuts involved in the outside. And it's like a kimchi rice pork thing in the middle. It's sort of like bibimbap in a bun. It is really good. It is a little bit spicy for me. But I think I can manage it. I think I've got this. It's really good. Okay, I can't lie. The first one was easy to handle. The second one was okay to handle. By the time I got done with the third one, I handed the fourth one off to Bill.
What's the problem?
So much spice. We saw an ice cream place, and we missed having peanut ice cream on Udo, so we're going to go see if they have peanut ice cream to cool the peanut kimchi fireball that's brewing in my mouth and my stomach, and it's a lot. Ooh.
감사합니다.
Wait, I get to have that. What are you doing? I must cool the flames with some peanut ice cream since we didn't make it to Udo. Oh.
Heather really likes peanut butter normally.
Peanut ice cream is amazing. It sort of tastes like peanut butter. Oh man, this is perfect after my spicy stuff that I had. This is delicious. It's so good. I'm happy. That was awesome. The rest of this is yours, I promise. Well, I think that about does it for today. I'm recovering well from the spice thanks to the awesome peanut ice cream that we had. We still have more adventures to come. It's hard to believe. Tomorrow we have some hikes planned, some temples. I don't know. Bill's in charge, so we'll see what he came up with.
All right.
See you tomorrow. Good morning. Welcome back to day 5 of our 6-day road trip around Jeju. We're starting to realize that maybe wind on Jeju is just sort of a state of being. Anyhow, day 5 is windy as the other days, but sunny and gorgeous. We are starting today at Yakcheonsa Temple. This is the temple that has the largest wooden Buddha statue in all of Korea. So it's kind of a big start for the day. We've been to a number of Korean temples and I don't think we've ever seen this many elephants. So this might be my favorite temple. There are these small blossoming trees, dare I call them bonsai blossoms, that are leading up to the temple. And this one is, I've never seen anything like it. It's crimson and white on the same tree. I don't know how that's possible. Like it's some kind of Buddhist magic. I don't know. It's beautiful, so pretty.
That was a very large Buddha, and surprisingly made of wood. And it's the largest in Korea. Largest Buddha made of wood in Korea.
That did not look like wood at all. I was totally fooled. Then we went upstairs, and 2 levels up was my favorite thing inside this temple, and that was beautiful paper lanterns, some style of which we've never seen before. They look like they were maybe hand painted. I don't know. They were beautiful. That was my favorite thing inside the temple.
Overall, it's just a beautiful and very colorful temple. And
It's gorgeous. And there's our fire warning for today.
Korea really wants us to know not to light any fires anywhere near anything. It's very dry.
Actually, Bill would not even have the alert about the fire if it wasn't for our UBG eSIM service. That's who we've been using as our eSIM provider all over the world when we travel.
And definitely here in Korea, it's come in handy. Not only is Bill getting his fire alerts, but we've also been using it to map using Naver, which is something we haven't been familiar with, and you can't download the maps as near as we can tell, and we have to know where we are going, and we have to have data service. UBG is reliable, and you can save 10% by using the link down in the description below.
If you need to be connected and if you're traveling, check it out.
Now we're gonna go check out the cherry blossoms because they are blooming here and they look beautiful.
And we haven't seen them in at least 10 minutes.
At least 10 minutes, they're everywhere. We found their cherry blossom trees.
Wow.
Yeah, that is what he's wowing at. It just doesn't get old seeing them. We know how special it is. And so we want to really capture everyone that we see and remember the moment. Because they're beautiful. These ones do smell of something. There's an alternate parking lot, maybe just for buses, down at the bottom. And down here is where there's tons more cherry blossom trees, but there's one that's magnificent that is at the edge of a bridge, and it's absolutely massive and really pretty. Look at this. It might be one of the most majestic cherry blossom trees that we've seen so far. And in fact, this one smells. So maybe it's a little bit different variety than the other ones that we've seen. This is just so picturesque here with the tree, and there's a bridge and more trees, and even the tiny little river that's running underneath the bridge. Super picturesque entry to the temple, a lower entry. We came in a different parking lot. Cherry blossoms to oranges, or tangerines. Damn it, tangerines.
Tangerines. Bigger than the size of my fist.
What? Oh, get out of the street, tourists. Oh my God. Whoa. This is just down the random road that we're taking to get to lunch. Holy crap. Wow. Cherry blossoms again. Just driving along and boom, cherry blossoms. Here's the truth. That was the best meal I think I've had on Jeju so far. That bibimbap was delicious.
Yeah, it was really good. I had the abalone, I'm not sure how exactly you say it, abalone with rice. It was a lot like a mushroom risotto, but everything was really flavorful and delicious.
Super fresh. We're pretty sure their kimchi was made right here at the restaurant. Absolutely delicious. So if you're in this area, I'm going to leave a link down in the description to the name of the restaurant. It's that building right there. Absolutely delicious. Now we need to do some more sightseeing. It is time to explore a little bit more of the nature here on Jeju. Oh my gosh. Bonkers. It doesn't end. Oh my gosh. It seriously doesn't end. It's endless, the street. Oh golly. We missed our turn because of cherry blossoms. It doesn't end. It goes on and on and on, and oh, it just ended.
On this side of the street.
They're right. It continues over there. How bonkers was the drive here? I think that Bill maybe intentionally forgot to turn so that we could go by all of the cherry blossoms.
It just kept going and going. We didn't even hit the end of it. Like, it picked back up again. Ah!
Thank you for giving me the benefit of the doubt. I just missed the turn.
I tried to be nice. We are at our next stop, which is a series of waterfalls and a beautiful bridge, and that is actually en route to a small hike that we're going to do a little later on at some cliffs. So this is a beautiful day, beautiful cherry blossoms, wonderful lunch. Things are going really well today.
Warmest day yet. It's beautiful weather.
In case you're wondering, those are more cherry blossoms above me, behind me, coming up in front of me. At what point do you just start taking them for granted? I don't know. Wow, imagine what this would be like if it was after a heavy rainfall.
This would be very impressive, and the water is just this deep, deep blue.
Deep blue. Wow. Is it naturally this bluish green? It's so dark. It's really pretty. I wish it was flowing, but that would mean it had rained recently, so never mind. We're good with it the way it is. Waterfall number 2, and it is not dependent on rainfall, so it is flowing. And the water again at the basin is very blue, very dark blue, super pretty.
I guess it's warm enough now.
I want to go down the stairs quickly, but not this quickly. We're gonna have to go back up these later. I didn't realize about Jeju is that they seem to have at least 3, maybe even 4 seasons, because these trees clearly lost their leaves. Does it snow regularly here, or does it get cold enough that there's a 4th season? We had no idea if that was the case, but clearly this is spring and the leaves are just starting to emerge from the trees. It's about to be us. I love stairs. They're so fun.
Yes.
There's a really steep, beautiful bridge that we've sort of been getting peeks of as we've been looking at the different waterfalls. And we're finally going over it now. It is very steep. It has like a super steep arch to the bridge. And I'm hoping that we can see at least one, maybe both the waterfalls from up here. And the answer, on this side, I can see the start of one of the waterfalls. And on this side, I can't see either waterfall. Well, we can see the head of the 3rd waterfall. And I feel like I can hear the 2nd one. Still, the vantage point from up here is pretty cool. It's beautiful. You can see the ocean off in the distance. Naturally, some cherry blossoms. It's a great view up here. The bridge is beautiful. Today has been a pretty clear day, and you can see Hallasan off in the distance. We can sort of see it everywhere we've been on Jeju, but today is particularly clear. Possibly I filmed these twice. can't help myself. We are on to our next destination. We managed to make it out of the cherry blossom area. And the next place we're going to is super time sensitive. So we actually contacted them to make sure that we'd be able to visit today. So I'm pretty excited about this stop. I think it's going to be gorgeous.
Why is it time sensitive?
Because the tides matter in Jeju. Also, we just passed a sign for a chocolate museum and a food museum. More regrets. What's at the chocolate museum and the food museum? That sounds amazing.
We also passed up on the piano museum, and there was the liquor museum the other day.
The World Liquor Museum.
The World Liquor Museum, right here in Jeju, and we missed it.
All these things. All right, we are at Yongmeori Coast, where it is extremely windy. So I'm trying to cover my mic so we don't get too much wind sound. This is super popular. Probably because actually being able to enter it during the right time is pretty restricted. As I mentioned, you have to be here during low tide, and low tide happens in about 2 hours today. So this is perfect timing.
And today it was only open, what was it, 1:30 to 5?
Yeah, 1:30 to 5.
Yeah. So it'll change every day. So if you decide to come here, check the times.
Which we were not able to find anywhere to do it online. Bill messaged them.
Yeah, it was the only way.
We don't really know what to expect here, only that it was highly recommended online, and some of the photos I saw were beautiful. It sounds pretty deep back there. It's a beautiful spot. We don't really know what to expect here. Is this an out and back? Are we going all the way around the peak that's above this? What I do know is that we have not experienced very much of the water here on Jeju. We're not really here in the right month for it, so we've planned most of our activities to be on land rather than water. So I feel like we need to come back when it's a lot warmer out in order to check out like all the beaches, because this one looks really cool, the one that's adjacent to where we came in.
It does.
In this section in particular, you can tell why it would be closed during high tide. When the waves come up, they come up pretty high. Not that wasn't a big one. Just wait. I am standing here waiting for a wave to jump in my camera. I got a little close. Oh God, here comes another one.
Maybe don't stand so close to the water. I like that camera, don't you? I like you, don't you?
Oh yeah, at first you just said that because I was recording.
That's close enough for me.
I was filming it just in case.
Oh, just in case. That's very considerate of you.
Oh.
The rock that she's standing on right now is wet.
I was standing like right there. But I'm okay, and so's the camera.
3 meters from the
Go
ocean.
me so I can say my bit. The landscape here is certainly dramatic, and it makes sense because this is Jeju's oldest volcano. And it left a little bit of drama behind. It's gorgeous. And it has some dramatic waves today, apparently. Action shot. These look like tiny shells. We have had a lot of people go by us that have not gone back in the other direction. So I think this is indeed a circular route. So we get to see it all the way around and experience 360 degrees of waves, almost. Not quite 360. It's like 270. Whew. I got a little wet on that one. Not too bad. Did you hear that I was hit, Bill?
You were hit by what?
The wave.
You look dry, surprisingly.
Oh, it was on my legs and my arms.
I guess you were a bit too close.
Thanks for your sympathy.
Are you all right?
It's just water.
I can see you're all right.
Oh, God. Yep, that's what it did when I gasped.
So one thing we haven't talked about is the rock surfaces here are very not slippery at all. And it seems like the soft stuff is all washed away, and what's left is this really gritty, spiky, hard rock that's left. It's very hard to slip your shoes on even when it's wet.
If you come here, make sure that you are paying close attention to where you walk, because even though it's not very slippery, it still is super easy to turn your ankle. We just saw someone being carried out on a stretcher, and she had clearly twisted her ankle. So careful if you come here. Let that be a warning for all of us. See how cold the water is. Oh, it's warm. Oh, I can't believe that. How is that water so warm? That is so unexpected. Maybe you should go touch the water. It's probably super cold coming off the...
It's not very cold at all. Wow.
Isn't it warm?
That's really surprising.
I thought so too.
Yeah, it's warmer than I am.
Welcome back to day 6 of our road trip around Jeju Island. We just came from Taiwan to Korea. When we were there on our last day, we did possibly the most touristy thing we've ever done in Taiwan. And here on our last day in Jeju, we are at the tea fields, which look to be the absolute busiest thing that we've done in our 6 days on Jeju. I cannot believe the number of buses that are in the parking lot. 11, 12, 13, 14 buses. 14 buses! 14 buses! How are there that many buses here? There's 14 buses. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be wild. This is gonna be madness, but we're still gonna go and see what the tea museum is all about. Now that we've been to a few museums on Jeju, we have a little bit better idea of what to expect. Maybe a little bit of education, a lot of selling, and a lot of photo opportunities that are going to be packed with the mobs of bus goers. Let's go see what we find. You guys, I think it's school groups that we're here with. Also, cherry blossoms.
Sharply of tangerine.
They're sampling peanut black tea today. So So we're gonna give that a go. It does smell peanutty.
It's very orange in color and it does smell really good.
That's black tea? That was green. It must be green.
They said it was black.
Wow, that's smooth.
Samples never work. I'm sure we're not going to buy the whole store out, right?
It does taste like peanuts. It does taste like peanuts. We do not need more tea. Or do we?
Heather loves peanuts, peanut butter, anything to do with peanuts.
We go straight from trying it into the shops. We did sort of see some fields on the way in here. It's about what we expected, I would say.
Well, Bill convinced me to try a green tea cake and green tea ice cream, so he's off getting that. We didn't really, we knew it was loud inside, but then we stepped outside and it was like silence. I mean, it wasn't silent, but boy, it sure felt like it. Anyhow, he's off getting our cake and our ice cream.
This looks amazing.
Well, Bill is back with our ice cream, and I'm convinced that this stop that was on the itinerary that he designed was solely so that he could have green tea ice cream, which is some of his favorite, and it's very hard to find back home.
It's very hard to find.
Bill just said, so this is mainly me, and you're going to have a bite, right? I mean, I like cake.
In my defense, you said you weren't that hungry, and tea-flavored ice cream wasn't really your thing. But it seemed like the thing to get here. And you could also get it on some cakes and things. So that's what we've done here. And Heather's not waiting.
Solidarity.
Okay.
It's melting, man.
Did you get some of the cake?
No, I just got the ice cream.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
This is good, isn't it?
That is really good.
There's a very strong tea flavor in both the ice cream and the cake. The cake is it's very moist and fluffy.
You know, I meant to tell you while you were gone that I got hungry.
Is this better than a donut?
No. It's pretty good, though. There wasn't a ton of information inside the museum about Osulloc Tea Farms or the Tea Museum, but we did learn that Osulloc is one of the world's top 3 producers of green tea in all the world. And I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't come here. And so I guess I'm glad that I came, despite the fact that there are mobs of people, and this is clearly more of a shopping and eating experience than like a museum, I would say. It's actually hard to do this because I don't want them snaking my pants. Bill said walk normally. This is not what he had in mind. I can't, they're not wide enough. Don't make me do this. Vort. Right next door to the Osulloc Tea Museum farm thing is Innisfree, and it might be like the headquarters. I'm not sure.
It's called Innisfree Jeju House.
Either way, don't worry, Bill. I've got this stop.
Do they have any ice cream?
Oh, God, probably.
Oh, okay, I'm good.
There's also some cherry blossoms here.
Well, we're not going to talk about the shopping?
Okay, I really like Innisfree products, and to be able to come here and buy some like straight from the store is pretty cool. I was not upset to see this stop on our itinerary, but we were here a little bit longer than normal. It happens a lot. And so we gotta go find some lunch now.
I think we were here a little over, what, 2.25 hours with a little snack and lots of shopping.
Arguably, that was like an hour too much. Let's go see what else the coast brings us today as we head back to Jeju City. Cherry blossoms! I'm not over them yet. Cherry blossoms!
And there, and there, and there, and there, and there.
And there. Oh, giant windmills. Yeah, they're off to the right. We should go find them after lunch.
I think so.
Oh yeah, it's this little place right here.
The stone or the
stone.
yellow?
The stone. That was really good. Mine was really unusual. I thought I was getting something that had green tea on the side, but instead you poured it over the rice. Again, really, really good. It was really good. And Bill had a curry of some kind.
That's really good. Green curry.
We hesitate to call it a Japanese curry, but it was very similar. We destroyed it. We ate everything. Now we are headed to the west coast because we want to be able to say that we saw the north, the south, the east, and the west coast. So that's where we're headed now. It's so amazing. This has been going on for like 5 minutes now. Just cherry blossom, cherry blossom, cherry blossom, cherry blossom. In the middle of, I don't even know where we are, and it goes on forever. It's still going, it's still going. More cherry blossoms. Look at it. Oh my God, look at this road. Look at, look at, look at. Where are we? Oh my gosh, this whole road.
Bonkers.
This is not marked on anything. We're headed to some windmills on the coast, and it's still going, it's still going. There's more.
This road just
still
keeps going.
Oh my God. I don't even believe it. We can't ever try to see cherry blossoms again.
No.
Nothing will beat us.
There must be millions of the actual flowers, millions that we've seen.
Oh, it's done. Wow. No, wait.
That's what you think.
Wait. How many cameras are too many to be filming with? That's what I want to know.
Well,
This is what the cherry blossoms have come to, you guys. There's more. It's still going. Oh my God. I don't even believe it. I have to say, while Bill is driving and not talking, that the cherry blossoms here on Jeju possibly have wrecked cherry blossoms forever for us because they are so prolific that I can't imagine ever having a better experience with cherry blossoms than we've had here. And it was entirely accidentally on purpose. I mean, we could have missed this easily. It just is by like a little bit of dumb luck and a little bit of planning that everything came together to have the perfect cherry blossom experience while we've been here. I can't imagine it being better anywhere else. Just amazing.
we've seen them before, but nothing like this.
We have many questions about things that we've seen on Jeju. This falls into that category. There's no signs about it. It's just right back there. Anybody know what the scoop is? We've seen a lot of random things here on Jeju, but I would say that Jeju saved the most random thing for the last day. Well, we thought we were done with our hikes. There's a walk on the West Coast that we didn't know was here. Also, just a little behind the scenes information. If you're wondering why we're always running behind, it's because we get somewhere and it takes more than the time we allocated for it. And that's this stop, which is a bunch of windmills. You may have noticed us talking about how windy it is here in Jeju. Well, they've capitalized on it by having windmills everywhere. And there's a windmill farm on the West Coast. I haven't seen many of these up close. And they're kind of cool looking.
Really majestic. Some of them are actually out to sea, several hundred meters. Some are here among the volcanic rocks.
It looks like we can walk right up to one. So I'm kind of curious to see how big these are, like right in front of them.
Yeah. I think the answer is enormous.
Yeah, I'm sure. Hey, Bill, there's one behind you.
Ah!
There's stairs. Are we able to go inside?
I don't think so.
That would be pretty awesome. The sign says you have to have hair, shoes, and gloves. I have no idea what the sign says. I don't think you can go in. Never been up close to one of these before, and so I never realized that they make a humming sound. Huh, did not know that. And yes, they are massive. This one says you can only go in if you have hair, shoes, and gloves.
So a hat.
No, it's hair.
Well, that's what they call it.
Sorry, Bill.
Oh, easy target.
If you're wondering how windy it is out by the windmill, this is the answer. Look at my hair.
Is that Heather talking?
No, she's in there somewhere.
She's in there
I can't see anything.
The crystal blue waters here are just amazing. Pretty much every time we've looked at the ocean, it's, I don't know, I want to get in the water, except I don't because it's cold.
I can't see anything. I'm sure it's very pretty.
Jesus. Here, let me help.
Oh, it is really pretty. He's right. It's even like a light aqua green in some places. Super pretty. It's beautiful. He's right. All kidding aside, hair problems aside, it's beautiful. This is a gorgeous stop on the West Coast.
I remember the days, all those years ago that never fade away. And I remember your face when you hit the ground. I can recall the time and place on a midnight walk through the old streets, trying to turn back the clock to the days of old, back to the days when all the things we knew were made of gold. As the world moves on, time sings a song, in the old neighborhood, as the clock strikes one, the memory lives.
When we arrived on Jeju 6 days ago, we had 3 questions that we were wondering about. Does Jeju in fact remind us of Hawaii, a place we know and love?
Are we going to be able to see cherry blossoms?
And will I get to see the Haenyeo diving in the ocean? And the answer is we don't think we got to see the Haenyeo diving.
We tried though. And the cherry blossoms, we hit the jackpot. They're pretty much everywhere.
Nailed it! And it turns out that Jeju does in fact remind us of Hawaii, which surprised us.
It's like Hawaii with 4 seasons. It's great.
And now we have 3 new questions. Is it always this windy here?
What's up with all the museums?
And does it snow regularly?
But those questions are going to have to wait.
Because we gotta go pack, and it might be a chore to fit all of our things in our bags.
Why won't you shut? Shut!
As we head on to our next adventure. I love you, cherry blossom.
Hey Heather, we gotta go.
I'm not going till they're done blooming. You can't make me go.
Hey, we gotta go.
No,
Come
no,
on. Come
no,
on.
you can't make me.
Come
I
on.
won't leave. They're not done. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.